Man, oh man, I'm excited. All right. 2023 is here. I've joined the gym. I've I'm gonna like be nice to my children. And no, I'm not gonna do any of these things. So what we're gonna talk about your top 5 guitar New Year's resolutions of 2023 that you will not fulfill.
That's mean. You're supposed to be giving hope.
No, I know. It's all the same stuff that I think every time I think about this stuff too.
That's what's funny is these aren't even like your spoken aloud resolutions. These are the things everyone
Always said.
from like that last week going into the new year.
More importantly, though, if you haven't watched our video that came out yesterday, I was super pumped about that. Congrats to our winner again, old Wyatt there. But getting a Silver Sky. So this is the launch. 2023 is the launch of lots of giveaways at Casino and Czars, Cullen. So stay tuned. There's going to be about one a month that's happening of substantial guitars, not just here's a shirt or so. Here's a guitar. So you got to click like and subscribe
And hit the bell.
if you want to be entered into these contests. Some will be in-person contests,
Even those you can follow along if you're watching the video.
and you can enter to be in those as well. Like if you want to be in one and you don't mind making a little trip here to Casino,
Or if you want to be given away. Wait,
we
no.
can give you away. I mean, I can't wait for, the one I'm excited about. We're doing some really nice, sweet ones too. But anyway, let's get into it. Top 5 New Year's resolutions for guitar players that most of us will break. Number 1, lead us off.
Gonna practice way more. Hours a day. Wow.
Yeah. No, that usually,
That might last a week or two.
maybe a day or two.
Maybe.
It devolves.
I was thinking if you're really, really disappointed.
Well, it's usually like I have this technique of practice. I'm going to do scales and I'm going to work on stuff with my metronome.
Nope. Don't do
I
that.
have a metronome. My kids play with it every once in a while.
You can probably get the real deal one right there.
Oh, yeah. There you go. That's all I like to do. This won't happen. But it's, I'm trying. I'm going to try. I'm going to practice more. Number 2, give it to me.
Thin the old herd.
What do you mean? Like your spouse stay on it?
That's right. You got to get rid of all those guitars that you don't play. You're going to pare them down to just the essentials.
That will not happen. I have lots of guitars I don't play and I like them equally as much.
Does it still count as not happening if you like do it and then immediately replace them?
Definitely does not count. I think it does. That's our. Well, we'll get to that one later. I think. Yeah. So. No, you won't do that probably. Some people do, and then it does. It's exactly what you said.
Some people do it. Yeah.
I met people that have done this every year, and like get rid of the stuff I don't play, then they just rebuild, and then at the end of that year they get rid of the stuff they don't play. But maybe that's the process.
Yeah, because what I think is fun, and I'm not saying it's bad, but those people, myself included, they buy the same things over and over.
Didn't you have a Gretsch a long time ago?
But that paid my rent, Master.
Rent.
And I was even more poor.
God, it's not hard enough. But rich now. It's 2020.
That's right.
It's all wonderful.
Comedy's great.
I learned after the weekend. I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah, that's true.
Car dealerships. That's what I need to be doing. Cars, gas. It's much better. Number 3, back to basics. Just gonna have my guitar and my amp, pure tone, no more pedals.
This is one you've actually done.
I've lived.
I mean, you don't have to do it because it's just what you do.
It's just what I do. It's kind of I'm like the priest, not like a priest. I'm like the priest from the movie Priest, like the cool like action hero one. He's one of my heroes. It's a long story. It's not Jonah Hill. Some people get the two mixed up. And Jonah Hex. What is it? Jonah Hill, not the actor Jonah Hill. I do love Jonah Hill too. Anyway, side story. But no, everyone does this. It seems a lot of times. Have you done this? No, you're a pedal guy.
Okay. I mean, I like to do it like at home, like just messing around into my amp.
I mean, I saw Marcus King over the weekend at Myrtle Beach House of Blues. I was looking at his pedal board from up above. It was like,
Some pedals.
I don't tell it. Not tell it. They had like 4 pedals. It's like one of them was like the wah-wah.
And 2 amps.
And, I mean, his amps do enough. No, he had 3 amps. I think
Did he have 3?
he had the 2 oranges and then the 1 Fender. He was running.
Okay. All right.
And he had the plexus in front, so he's running them high.
2 parts.
Yeah. He has his 2 signature series ones.
I would like to play Marcus King Orange.
His tone is sick. I think it's around like a tube screamer too. It's his like, because the orange is already boosted hard, and then you have that just to kind of do that saturation.
I watched a video a long time ago where he was talking about he attenuates with a tube screamer. He actually brings the volume down with the tube screamer. But he probably didn't do that anymore. This was a long time ago. Before he could do like whatever. Because he was.
Yeah, like he has like an 8-piece band. He can do whatever he wants at this point. Okay, number 4. I'm getting off social media. I'm going to be doing more social media. I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I'm getting off of YouTube.
Any variation, any of those things. And maybe some of you will. A small percentage will do one of those things.
I mean, because I feel like Sean actually got off Instagram for a bit.
He took him off his phone.
Okay.
So that if he wanted to get on there, it was like,
it's like work.
you know, like scrolling, you know?
Just like my thing does eat you. Like the TikTok eats my time away sometimes. I'm like, oh.
That's why I've still managed to avoid the TikTok.
It's just like YouTube Shorts and Facebook Stories. It's the same, but it's just accessible and it just eats your brain cells slowly.
And harvest your data.
It does harvest your data and it sells up to that. The Chinese government.
There's no avoiding that. Everyone's data is harvested, so it's really not a thing.
Yeah, that's not fact. I know some younger cats that have done this successfully. Like Ethan did that, I think. But, a lot of these other guys are up and running and trying to make it. They got...
Oh, no, it's sort of hard if you're trying to do like music stuff because you almost have to be on there, which is when you fall into the I'm going to do more, Instagram post or YouTube post. But that's just as hard as not doing the other one mindlessly because you have to be pretty.
We were talking about this morning where we got like little discussions and arguments about like just social media management here, and we're trying to figure it like it takes a lot of time.
It is a time,
and if you're just doing this for a hobby, it probably behooves you just to not do it at all.
Or just don't have any pressure on yourself, right? Do it when you feel like it. If you don't feel like it. I saw Mark, Mark Letary, the guy from the great, Post Bear Tones of Aston.
Of course, yeah.
Right, yeah. He posted the other day, he just didn't feel like making Instagram content. And I was like, that's awesome.
That's completely... Corey Long did that for... No, not Corey. Who did that? Somebody quit for a minute. Mateus Hassan.
Oh, yeah.
He quit for a second. I think he's back.
Yeah, he is. But still, that's really cool. Look, I Joe's back on too because I saw him post.
He cannot be back. So I can go back to it.
You could totally come back. Just wear a B, protect yourself.
That's so funny.
I'm sorry.
It's
too soon. It's too soon.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
It's so silly. So silly. Hey, when you aren't like this, people say I got a face for radio. So I got no problem. I tell people I'm a cross between Brad Pitt and Mr. Bean, but Brad Pitt's genes are recessive. That's how it makes me feel better about myself, to know that there's some greatness in me. And if you haven't followed her, social media, on the TikTok, Mr. Bean's daughter is pretty hilarious. Super hilarious and super attractive and super looks like Mr. Bean. Let that sink in for a minute.
It is very strange. It's a
gross, right? But it's not. Once you see her, you're like, oh, she's amazing. And
did you watch the new little kids Mr. Bean thing with the bees in the house?
I haven't seen it. I heard.
So my kids couldn't handle it. They like stressed them out. I think them anxiety. I mean, it was great. It was funny. But it's cool way you want to do it.
Because the way I put them into severe therapy because of the show, she does that every once in a while.
Yeah, occasionally. As all moms do. But I think
we've ruined.
I just don't know.
It's getting over that. I think that too.
Everything's fine. It's all good.
It's going to be okay. We can just put them in boot camp like they did with us. Or just the boys.
Let's go.
Drum roll again. It's number 5, the big one. Go, Johnny.
No more new gear. None. 0. You're done. You're happy. You're content.
That 99.9% chance of failing. It's almost impossible. As soon as you have your gear, you want another one.
That's part of the fun.
It's just how it is.
I feel like you can manage it by finding dumb things to buy. And when I say dumb things, and these aren't really dumb things. These are things I really enjoy. Like I get into fancy picks or nice slides, and these are much more wallet-friendly purchases.
Or even we were talking earlier, I like really nice amps, but I'm fascinated by the Spark amps too. I think they're fun toys.
They're fun.
And are they are they the end all be all for me for what I like in an amp? No, but I think they're cool. If I play with my kids, would probably get a kick out of tweaking things and making stuff fun.
You can always satiate your gear lust by a nice little pedal, unless you're doing number 3, where you can use pedals.
Yeah,
then you're screwed.
We're screwed once you go going back to the Priest, which was Jonah Hill, Jonah Hex, and Paul Bettany, who is the Priest, who's married to Jennifer Connelly, one of my favorites. And what was funny, I was watching side note movie. We're pretty much done now, so you get upset. Sorry. Pirates of the Caribbean, the second one. Is that Dead Man's Chest?
Man.
I think so. Yeah, sure. I was watching some of that, which is kind of slow to watch for a bit. But Keira Knightley, who's one of my favorites, I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah.
But the bad guy in that movie was her nephew or her cousin. I mean, in Pride and Prejudice. It's so funny.
Huh.
And those were made in like a little bit after. So I wonder if she pulled him in.
Oh, excited.
Played that Blockbuster. Like, if she did, thumbs up. That guy's fantastic. He's like part of the East Indian Trading Company. Bad guys, the capitalist. God. But I still was a small connection that made me happy. Sorry, I'm excited about movies again. So I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go see Avatar: Way of the Water again tomorrow night to take my oldest son.
Okay. Are you excited to see it again?
I think I am.
Okay.
Like, I'm more excited the second time because I know what's going to happen, and now I can sort of just go watch the visual splendor more. And if I got to pee, I can go.
Yeah.
But I didn't have to pee the first time.
That's good.
And
It's great.
means your prostate's doing great. Can we talk more about movies, or we probably should go now?
Yeah, whatever.
We'll go. I got more movie stuff saved up for tomorrow.
Just remember, don't buy new gear. No new gear.
Buy new gear. I'm going to buy new gear.
Maybe that should be everyone's thing, is to buy new gear and feel good about it.
That's a good one to actually feel good. Thank you, Jonathan. You turned
It's okay.
sort of our silly absurdities that we're not going to do. I am going to buy new gear. I'm going to feel good about it. I'm going to get that Languedoc. Darn it.
Yeah, be intentional about King of Your person.
Not get the Languedoc.
It makes me happy.
It's too expensive.
Yeah.
But I'm going to enjoy the new stuff. Or I like the new gear that just falls into my world. I wasn't planning on getting it. Like, ooh,
That is fun.
that's fun. That's a cool new thing. I want it now. I will have it. That should feel good. I'm going home now. Thanks for joining us once again. Happy New Year's to each and every one of you. Peace be with you. Have fun buying new toys.
See you later.